Good day, everyone. This na update on Dr. Samura in case na court wey na the state versus na law and orders. Now, me people I just want give you a brief update on the case and also pass vital information from ECSL wey dem admonish we all wey na political party liaison committee members na the forum for pass to una. It's more like a reminder and other issues. My name na Ahmed Sise. Today, the 23rd of February 2023. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity for congratulate Dr. Samura Wilson Kamara for being the flag bearer of the All People's Congress for the June 2023 elections, and also congratulate the newly constituted executive, and also console the one that were not fortunate for Mecca. Now, make a briefly go to the case. Until una know say today they may make a ruling on the no case submission. But to start with the case, I just want to tell you a briefly representation. Of course, the case being presided by Honorable Justice Adrian Fisher, and then you get the prosecution team, and then in the defense side, you get a battery of lawyers. To start with, to name but a few, you get the former Attorney General, Franklin Kagbo, you get Africano Cisse, the legal advisor of the APC, and you get Bobo Kaba, you get Ibrahim Koroma, you get Ibrahim Sori, you get Alpha Jallo, you get Roland Nylander, you get J. Manley Spain, you get a whole lot of lawyers. My apologies for leaving out some of the names. Now, the case, as in all been know, where it been start, the judge been pass a gag order. It been pass a law saying no for give any commentary on the substance of the case. In other words, the weight of the evidence, whether this person get right, na advantage, na wrong, they not do this fine. We're not supposed to do that. However, we can explain to now the proceedings, the court proceedings. You understand? We call them criminal procedures if una dey in doubt, especially the case where they say no case submission, where they rule on today. Now, like you now, just a brief background of this case. When the prosecution that the ACC, Anti-Corruption Commission, they bring their case, you will bring your case. Now you foretell the court wetin this person do. We bring kind court. You they bring evidence, you they bring witness, you they bring all kind exhibits for show say na so this person do. Then they give time for talk. But we don't bring all this evidence. You they now tell the judge, say, well, Papa Judge, I don't know, Naomi case tap. Then they turn to the person we bring cam when a Dr. Samura. Then say, Dr. Samura, well, what you say? Now so them people here don't say. Well, now in normal practice in criminal trial, for let the lawyer then apply for a no case submission, because the burden of proof, but putting the way you need for proof. You way they bring the case, where we call for discharge the burden of proof. You get for proof, say, we get waiting in criminal trial, you get for proof, but putting them where I no go because they're too legal, I no go deep. But if then tear all no add up, no come together, you no go able make a case yet. You understand? Because some people then they start, even if they arrest you, for example, they not caution you, then take your statement, or they arrest without warrant, or then bring exhibits na the court way the opposing counsel my apologies discredited woefully, but so I just to give an example. So the defense, when Dr. Samura and people been say, well, pa, will not they even put up a defense for saying that so Dr. Samura do, not to so Dr. Samura do, una ask this mommy, una ask it. No. Then say you they put a no case submission. False. Say this you not get case for answer. Then the judge say, well, until una say you not get case for answer, but la take una back. When the prosecution then case been done, we then tap, then be apply say make them do a locus visit na New York. But then give them back window, say, well, after the locust visit, if they see anything way interesting, then get right for open then case, and then do so we then come up from the locust, then do other charges, but we they come back on that. So now coming back to this no case submission, when they make a no case submission, then can rule against you, especially pan joint enterprise, pan when they say conspiracy, like waiting they do for charge boku people and for one crime. Normally, we do a no case submission. The judge look at them, say, well, I know if you say this no case submission go olo, una go ahead and bring una defense, let una argue, una bring una evidence. What una done, and they go na my own chambers, the judge, they go look at all two na arguments, then he make judgments. Now it happen today. Just like for precedent, I just get for mention this case. His Excellency Victor Bokari for in case versus the state, when at the same ACC Brian Cam, the defense team been bring a no case submission back when they reach this stage. The judge rule against and say, no case submission, not this stand. Una go ahead and bring una defense. Then go ahead and bring defense for Honorable Ambassador Victor Fo. In the end, Ambassador Victor Fo win in case na the ACC. So a no case submission dismissal no means in at the end of the case. I just want to tell you now. Now, then they tell you now for bring you defense, like an argue case. In the end, then give una verdict. Okay? So now happen today. Now let me go quickly to the information I want pass to now. We ECSL want to make we pass to now. So I first of all want ask kindly all the one they were interested for contest for position at the APC for make them listen. Possible take you pen and paper and mark this date because they're very important. Now, the first thing I want for telling that the nomination fees remain the same. Now, your minimum wage times 5 years for presidential. You know, that was for now 500,000, so now 30 million. But I understand say minimum wage they go up. So if you go up to 800,000, just times them by 12 months by 5 for president. Now for ordinary members of parliament, for now 3 million because the minimum wage when 500 times 6 months now you they pay. If you go up by any amount, just times and by 6 months. If you want to go for member of parliament, same way. So if you want to go for mayor, you 3 months. For now they pay 1.5 million. For councillor, you they pay 250,000 leons. If they're fortunate for nominate you, give the symbol of the APC. Now also, thing they want need for remind we will very important the dates for nomination notify again na the 30th of March to the 1st of April. Now in a nomination period for presidential candidate the 30th of April to 9th of May. Presidential candidate nominations na April 30. So do the maths today the 23rd of February, March, April. The time notify again for presidential nominations. Members of parliament also, because they say ordinary members of parliament. So we get barely 2 months, 8 weeks for award symbol to members of parliament. So I want to remind the party of we obligations under we new APC constitution. We don't frown on what we call selection clause. So we for be mindful of the award symbol. If we get for form committees, electoral college, for make them choose for we members of parliament, how the members of parliament they go under proportional representation. How they go now like this, and I want you to listen carefully. Every district, na district block system, they submit a list of the quota where they give na seat. Now let me come for Port for instance, 10 seats na parliament, 10 seats na in the award to the district. Now the party they award 10 people them winner in order. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, till number 10. Okay. Now then they make back another 10 sub. Now like football no more. Then 10 subs here. Where you put number 1, you put in sub. Say in case something happen with number 1, by election no do na number 2 they go. In case number na this person they go. Number 2, if something happen to run na this person they go. Number 3, na him give symbol, but something happen to run na this person they go. Number 4, Amadu Bangura now give the symbol. If something happen to an afan matter, Jalo they go. Number 5, so on and so forth. 10 people, 10. So now 20 list for come up from Putloko district. But I want make them know back say, every district where you give 2 man, the third person for be woman. That is span the 3 people and 2 man, 1 woman. 2 man, 1 woman. Where you give 2 man, the next person on the list for be a woman. Now so they do tell you go down. If you not do so, now send the list. ECSL reserve the right for decline that list day. And if the term na deadline, say like the deadline don't pass, that district can go unrepresented. I just want to let we get that clear. So that brings me to the topic for urge we woman them. A big do ya wanna come out and volunteer and aspire for elective position. If you know you're qualified, you're capable, don't be shy. Wanna start canvassing now. Not to campaign or canvassing people, visiting them and try for show expression of interest, for contest, for members of parliament, for councillors, for chairman, for mayor. Now for do the traditionals, that's what we call them. Go put bora to the chiefs, go put bora to this, go put sarat, to ekul water, depending what you believe. Go to the mosque, go to church, whatever you believe, this is the needful. Just do the needful now, okay? Now, the final one, what I want telling are we more important, now that the card, for collect we card, I want make una know say, the voter ID card na the 17th of March to the 26th of March na him with the collector. So the voting center usa you been collect na that side they usa you been go register na they collect you voter ID card. Now there are 3,630 polling centers nationwide. They still tell in a back, and they also still tell una say there are 11,832 polling stations nationwide. So please una make sure say let ina do this. Now for the executive, constituency executive, una make sure say them polling, waiting make they call them polling center 3,600 and waiting make they say 11,832 polling stations. Every polling station forget a polling station executive. So the first thing that they do right now as constituency executive for identify all these polling stations and una form a polling, let una make these polling stations executives. Do you understand? It dey na we constitution, but now una for sit down una elect the committee where una they choose say this polling station na this area, Spur Road, Ronsab. All the people that will be registered in a 4,000 who want them in a meeting. Now we pick the executive when at the polling station executive committee. So then committee then they replace the zonal. So I want to make una know that also for reminding her. Then also want to remind una say I beg do ya anybody we know say elect this party. What we give them update here, una make sure say una send them to various people them, make them understand, make them know wetin we need for do for now. I want to make the party also know say we do not have time now for set up the committees for make them start the symbol award, because we no want rush na ECSL at all. Just do them at early stage nominations and then tender the list and then vet candidates and for make sure say these candidates are eligible. I want to thank you very much. This na Ahmed Sise, senior operative of the APC. Please share and thank you very much. Today, again, the 23rd of February, 2023.